Jojo review, and strap into your seats, guys. This is a good one. So I wasn't sure if this was going to be a Giorno and Narancia, you know, 2-on-2 fight type deal, or if this was going to be like maybe they get everyone else together and, you know, everyone just gangs up on them type deal. For the most part, it turned out to be a Narancia solo fight with Giorno kind of helping on the side, and the rest of the team just kind of fucking it up on the side. To be fair, everyone else, you know, they tried to help. They were doing the right things on the side to kind of try to figure out what was going on. They were just out of the loop, so they had no idea. So the Narancia fight kind of starts out, and it's kind of like a chase scene sequence. Actually, pretty interesting how they keep Giorno alive throughout all this, because the idea is that Clash... Yeah, I know. It's Clash, not Crush. It's hard to tell, man. It sounds exactly like what the subs are lying to me that the name of the shark actually is. So Clash is teleporting with Giorno to get away from Narancia from shooting at him. And he's teleporting from water to water to water. But as long as he's teleporting away from Narancia, he can't finish off Giorno while he's teleporting. And he's teleporting Giorno with him, which is also interesting. So like whatever the shark like touches or has in its teeth will teleport with him around everywhere, which makes sense. So Narancia actually has a pretty good power for locating where he's going to be teleporting to, because he can track carbon dioxide, and he's using Giorno's breathing to track him down where they're teleporting to. And Squalo is taking quite a bit of a beating from Narancia correctly figuring out where he is and shooting at him. So they end up coming up with this plan. So they're going into a kitchen, and Narancia shoots at them naturally, of course. But he ends up shooting at the gas-powered ovens. So they end up releasing carbon dioxide, so he can't actually see where they're going to be teleporting to. But also, he can't shoot at them, otherwise, boom, you're dead. So if I am to be honest, this was probably my favorite part in the whole episode. You know, Squalo's acting all cocky, like, what are you gonna do now that you can't shoot me? Bye, bitch, I won. And Narancia is over here like, guns don't kill people. I kill people. And he just uses, like, the stand's propeller to just right in his mofo chest. Dude just gets chainsawed. So for a moment, Talking Head stops, or like relieves itself of its ability. So Narancia is able to speak honestly what he's actually trying to say. But it's only for a moment. And the rest of the team comes in, of course, because, you know, they can hear Narancia's screaming voice saying that the enemy is here. So they come in, they're ready to beat some shit, and Mista comes out with his gun, about to shoot the enemy stand. And unfortunately for Narancia, the ability Talking Head goes back on, and instead of telling Mista to not shoot because of the gas, he just screams out, "Shoot it, Mista!" You see, that's a classic Jojo oh fuck moment. I'm actually quite surprised that there was not a bigger drawback from him actually shooting and causing the gas to explode. It was actually a pretty minor explosion. I was a little bit surprised. Maybe they forgot to fill up the gas for the oven and there was only a little bit left. Or maybe we're just going by anime logic rules where, like, explosions don't do anything to the anime characters. But you know, they get their wind knocked out of them. I mean, either way, you know that Bruno's gonna be fine because he's a zombie. You could have had, like, one of them, I don't know, blow their limb off. Mista loses an arm because he exploded. That would be nuts. But before Giorno is teleported away again, he actually gives some pretty good advice to Narancia, and he tells him, don't go after the stand, go after the user. And he leaves behind his little blue ladybug pin. So Narancia totally ditches the rest of the group, is like, yeah, you can deal with that. I mean, granted, Narancia wouldn't have been much help to them anyway, because every time he says where the stand is, he's going to say the opposite of where it actually is, and they haven't quite figured it out that he's saying the opposite of what he actually means yet. So he goes out into the street looking for the stand users. He knows that you know, Squallow is injured, so his breathing is going to be very odd compared to everyone else. This is one of the fewer episodes of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure where we actually see other people in the street. I thought that was the most bizarre part of part 4, was the fact that there was always a lack of people around. Like, sometimes you get, like, shadows, maybe, but I don't know. Part 4 felt pretty empty. It was always just, like, the main characters. If the character didn't have a part in the story, then there's just nobody there. Tizano is basically the calm-headed brains of the two in this relationship. So he's kind of comforting Squallow this whole time. And, you know, he's covering up his wounds so that nobody can actually see. And he's saying, oh, you need to calm down your breathing. He tracks carbon dioxide. He won't be able to find us. Look at how many people there are around us. He's not going to be able to find us. We're going to be fine. Calm the fuck down, boy. And Narancia is yelling out this entire time, I found you. And, you know, Squallow's freaking out like, ah. Tizano's over here like, dude, he's saying the opposite of what he actually means. I got this. And then Tizano looks over and he sees that Narancia, ever so casually, appears to have stabbed his tongue out, therefore pulling out talking head along with his tongue. So I guess that's how you get rid of the stand. You just gotta rip your tongue out. And you know, of course, they're thinking, what if he ripped his tongue out, how is he able to still speak? And that damn ladybug pin. I swear, that ladybug pin, that's got a lot of plot value right there. So because Tizano and Squallow are both freaking out at the same time, they release a boatload of carbon dioxide, and he knows exactly where they are immediately. Brings up Aerosmith, starts shooting at him, and Tizano, as a last-ditch effort, he throws himself in front of the bullets, sacrifices his life for Squallow, like a true bro. And he says, use my blood as the liquid to teleport Clash to. Tizano's blood sprayed over Narancia. So Clash comes out of the blood and just gets him right in the neck. And once again, Squallow is like, yeah, you lose. This one's for Tizano. But then Narancia starts making this face. And that's how you know you fucked up. It's like, oh boy, oh you poor boy. You thought that just because you're grappling my neck, virtually killing me in the process, that's gonna stop me? Aerosmith comes out and just Dora on his ass. And you know, I honestly like it when the fights end with the Italian. It's like got its own little quirk to it. I don't know how you guys feel about the little Italian lines that they throw out after they win a fight, but I was feeling it. Every time they throw out the Italian, I'm like, yeah, they are in Italy. Thank you for reminding me. It's like every time I hear Joseph scream, oh my god, I applaud, because it's funny, but it's also perfect. He's American. He should be saying some English words every now and then. But yes, I love the Italian flair. He was basically facing off against two stand users, kind of alone, but had some help with Giorno, and, you know, had to deal with his team fucking it up occasionally. Okay, they weren't fucking it up that much, but he did cause an explosion. And we are back on track, heading to our next location, Sardinia. Trish is still traveling in the turtle. I'm assuming eventually it'll come up later, because the boss is the one who gave them the turtle. So he might tell somebody who's going after them to just crush the turtle so they can't use it anymore, because, you know, why would you allow them to keep using something you gave them that you're aware of that will help them protect Trish? I don't know, maybe he's still a little bit weary about the idea of somebody else killing Trish. Maybe he still wants to do it himself. But I don't know, it's just something that I thought of. So tell me what you think about this episode down below in the comments. Remember to leave a like on the video. And as usual, I'll see you guys next time. Bye! Program restart.
shutting down all systems.